it's Nesh here today. I look a little bit different today. I've got my hair down. I've actually just gone to hair by eye on site and just got my regrowths and colour done and just feeling a bit awesome and nice. But I've created this video for you today because week 3 of the Beauty and Body Challenge, we ask our challengees to submit a meal plan and I check it out for them and just give them a bit of feedback and advice. So Monique has sent through her meal plan this week and I've asked if I can share it with you, and I'm going to critique it online so that you can see some of the things that I'm looking for when putting together a healthy and balanced meal plan. So take pen and paper out. You probably will be able to take some notes even for your own meal planning, and hopefully you get something out of it. Enjoy the video. So here we have Monique's meal plan, and she actually has done a really great job. So this is on our week 4 meal planner template. So as we can see, you've got the first thing to look for is that she is including each of the meals, which we recommend: breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, and dinner. The only thing that's not mentioned on this is the timing, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. But let's go through each of the days. So if we start with day 1, she's put in an omelette with some tomatoes and spinach. So what I would say to this one is that what we need to include at breakfast time is making sure we're getting protein, and we're also getting either fruit and veg. The other component to that is making sure you're getting some sort of carbohydrate. We want to start every breakfast with a type of carbohydrate, whether it be oats or a quality slice of whole grain toast or something like that. So the feedback, Monique, would be here to make sure that you add a piece of toast and maybe remove one of the eggs that you've made the omelette with. But otherwise, great option. Morning tea should be 3 to 4 hours later. So as I said, there's no mention of timings, and I probably need to include that in the template, as well as whether Monique is actually hungry at this time. So what we teach is that whatever you have here at breakfast should last you to about, if this was a timeline, till about here, and then 15 minutes before she's due to eat again, she'd be quite hungry. So if you are hungry, Monique, 3 to 4 hours later after that brekkie, then it means that that was the correct quantity. So a good, healthy, balanced meal plan isn't just about the food choices that you're making, but it's also about the quantities, how much you're eating and when you're eating them. So the next one, morning tea should always compose of protein plus a serving of fruit or veg. So we've got Greek yogurt here and strawberries, and full-fat Greek yogurt is absolutely perfect. 3 to 4 hours later again, Monique should be hungry. So that's another way to check in. If you are not hungry at this morning tea, it means that brekkie was too big and you need to adjust it back. Same thing with the yogurt and strawberries. If it doesn't leave you hungry 3 to 4 hours later, it means that it was too big, so adjust back. Lunchtimes should include a protein and veg and also fat. So the fat usually comes with the oils if you're going to pour that into the soup. Well, this is a chicken, vegetable and lentil soup. So definitely got the protein, definitely got the veg, and the fat component. If you haven't cooked up some onion with oil or something like that, there is going to be some in the chicken, but I imagine the chicken will be quite lean. I oftentimes, because oils are best consumed uncooked, especially olive oil, I actually drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the top of my soup once the cooking has actually been done. Afternoon tea should consist of some sort of protein plus fat plus fruit or veg. It is really great here that you are getting those almonds in, because they are a source of both protein and fat. I generally do leave all of my nuts in for the afternoon snack. And we've got banana, which is a really great combination. What is good here is, Monique, you haven't had any fruit for brekkie, so your 2 servings of fruit, which is what we recommend, is here and here, which is perfect. So if you'd had a berry shake for brekkie, I probably would have said swap this banana over for almonds. Otherwise, it's great. Dinner, we always recommend protein plus fruit plus fat. If it is a training day, then I would be also recommending to put in a piece or a serving of carbohydrate for lunch or for dinner. So we always start breakfast with the carbohydrate, then we add in carbohydrate for lunch or dinner, choose one or the other on training day. So if not, and this is purely talking about a bit of a more aggressive weight loss strategy, then keep away from the carb on lunch and dinner on days that you're not training. But if you are training, I would highly recommend that you get it in. Okay, so the dinner here is salmon plus steamed veg, which is a really great combination. You've got the protein, you've got the really good fats coming through that salmon, and you've got the veg. So as you can see, that is a really good spread of the day. It's very basic, okay, basic foods. I'm really big on not overthinking snacks. Just chuck the combinations that you need together. So well done, that's excellent. The other things that I said I would overlay on top of this with your check, Monique, is making sure that you're eating every 3 to 4 hours. Make sure that there's no food in between those times, and then making sure that the quantities were small enough so that you actually feel hungry for the next meal or snack. The last thing to take a look at this is making sure that we're getting our required water into the day, but that's looking awesome. Now that we've got the basics and the foundation, let's go through the other 6 days a little bit quicker. So homemade muesli, you've got your oats, which is the carb, you've got your nuts and chia seeds, which are going to give you the protein, as well as the milk, and then you've got your fruit, tick, tick, tick. Okay, your bliss balls made with oats, dates, and coconut. I'd probably omit the oats here. I'd replace it with either a walnut or an almond, and make it more of a nutty one so that you are going to get some protein in there. That's the swap that I'd make here. Zucchini slice, I imagine that's made with eggs, so you're getting your protein plus your zucchini and the salad, which is excellent. Peanut butter with apple slices is a really great option. Again, the fruit or veg plus fat and protein combination. The only thing I would say here is that we've had apple, we've had coconut and dates, and we've had apricots. I'd probably swap those, the apple slices for maybe some celery sticks with peanut butter, which just goes just as beautifully. Chicken and veg stir fry. So again, a great option. I would be looking at this and I'd be saying, hopefully by Tuesday of the week, you would have done a workout somewhere. So make sure you put your carb in somewhere. Day 3, a green smoothie bowl topped with class and berries and oats. Again, really great combination, getting those berries in. A little bit of green, obviously coming through some veg or a green powder. And you'll get all your fats coming through that beautiful combination, and your carbohydrate. You've got Greek yogurt plus passion fruit, perfect. We've got chicken and veg stir fry, obviously leftovers from the night before. Again, great option. Carrot sticks and hummus. You've got the veg combination with the fat and protein coming from the chickpeas of the hummus. Tick, 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 awesome. Steak with white bean mash and steamed greens. So even though those white beans are a source of protein, I would be also adding them as a carb. So that's good there. And making sure with the steamed greens, I'd always like to put a variety of colours, so maybe if you popped in a bit of salad there too. Let's go to day 4. Again, omelette with tomatoes and spinach. Keep it basic, repeat, repeat, repeat. Omit one of the eggs and possibly add in a slice of toast here just to get that carbohydrate kickstart in the morning. A latte, it has the protein, and you do use it as a snack, which is a strategy that we use. Oftentimes people will add lattes in between their meals, and it is such a huge source of weight gain because you're not counting the latte as a source of fuel and nutrition, which it really is. So that's good that you're popping that latte in as a snack. You can, and that's a great idea. I'd probably improve that by making that latte, making sure it's a small one, and maybe just a mandarin or a little apricot, depending on what season you're in, just to add the fruit component, because the latte will be providing the milk component. Okay, lunch, we've got sweet potato and leek soup. Again, just making sure that there's either a red lentil or something through here to give you the protein component of it. Otherwise, it will leave you feeling a little bit hungrier further on. Bananas and nuts, good combination. Thai chicken burgers and salad, excellent. You're getting the protein. The fat will be coming from the oils in the salad, and that's a good combination. Your muesli, again, I imagine it's pretty similar to what you've had here, which is a tick, bliss balls tick. It's always good to make up a good batch. The thing is with this and repeating your snacks, you really can do that. It doesn't need to be different all the time. What I would say to you though is my variety comes from the type of fruit or it comes from the type of nuts. So I generally will eat all raw, walnuts, almonds or cashews, and it will either be some carrot and walnuts, or it might be some pear and cashews, or it might be now doing kiwi and almonds. That's where the variety comes from, and it's really important to not just always do the same fruit and veg. So like with these carrot sticks, I'd sort of mix that up in the afternoon with some celery, some capsicum, some snow pea, because what we want to do is get a variety of nutrients from a variety of sources and making sure we're getting a variety of colours in the fruit and veg that we are choosing. So the leftover Thai chicken burgers, that would just be absolutely delicious for salad. Again, I'm just a little bit concerned that we are missing maybe a carbohydrate on the training days. And it really is important to pop that in just so it can really refuel the body, because sometimes if we skip out on too much carbohydrate, it can leave us hungry, and that's where usually that after dinner snacking can come in, or you'll just land in a really big binge day in a couple of weeks' time. Carrot sticks and hummus, so bolognese, which is great, making sure you're really bumping up that bolognese with some spinach and zucchini. I even put broccoli through mine. And then putting it over zoodles, which is obviously the zucchini noodles, which is, yeah, again, beautiful, simple choices, easy to make. Don't think about food too much. A poached egg on a Saturday morning with avocado on toast, perfect. Greek yogurt and your berries, we've already said that works, is a great combination. Bolognese with the zucchini noodles again for lunch. Nice and warm, especially as we're moving into the winter months, is always really good. Again, apple slices with peanut butter. I just love the repeat. It's excellent. And you might have the variety of, rather than peanut butter, you have an almond spread one time. So here we've got stuffed red capsicums with chicken, quinoa, what have we got here? Tomatoes and pine nuts. So absolutely beautiful. You've got quite a nice warm meal there. It's got loads of nutrients. You've got your protein from your chicken and your protein from your quinoa. You've got your stuffed red capsicums. What I always like to do just to increase the veg component, because remembering the vegetable component of our main meals should be half of the plate. So if you feel like there probably isn't enough in that, then I would always serve it up with a side salad. So you're having less of the, the real rich foods, such as these beautiful stuffed red capsicum, rather than having, say, 3 of them, depending on the size. You might reduce that to 2, but really bulk up your meal with some nice salad. And the salads really should vary throughout the year as well. Like, you can't eat just a garden salad with lettuce and spinach all year round. In fact, over the winter time, I just refuse to buy lettuce. So I'll move into more of the wintry, so like your cabbage, grated cabbage and carrot is just beautiful during the winter months. It adds a lot of nutritional value in there. Sunday morning, keep it simple. Muesli, again, latte, perfect. Make sure it's small and add a piece of fruit if you feel like you need it. Chicken and salad wrap, which is excellent. And when you say salad, like, load as many different colors as you can in there, whether it be carrot and red capsicum or yellow capsicum and spinach. I always like to pop in spinach rather than lettuce, just because of the nutritional value. Excellent banana and cashews, perfect. Lamb roast and sweet potato with carrots, broccoli, peas and corn. Again, just with this one, I always like to add something raw to each of our meals. The reason being is that it just works in your tummy like a bit of a scourer, the raw, just sort of really helping to digest that food and move things along. And it can, when you are eating something raw, it can actually counteract how much of the real heavy stuff you do eat, because it does take longer to chew it. And so therefore that feeling of fullness will come sooner. So look, Monique, you've done a really, really great job just making sure that you are overlaying getting enough water in, making sure that you feel hungry every 3 to 4 hours. It's super, super, super important. And if you are not, just reduce your quantities. You really will be surprised at how little food you actually need to survive and to feel good. So well done. Stick to that. Absolutely no problems. Adapt it slightly over the coming weeks, but you're doing a great job. Well done.